Hello and welcome back. Susan Zumo here, intuitive and originator of Soul Patterning Harmonics. Well, I'm really happy to be getting this video to you just because I want to get it out of my head and into the video. The Galactics have been talking to me all week about this and they are very excited. And I will say that for those of us who have been working on our own evolution and have been on the ascension path, and healing ourselves and cleaning out old patterns, it's exciting for us too. So let's get started. They said the doors are opening and we can see ourselves and the world changing. All the doors of opportunity are going to be opening for us, and not someplace far off in the distance, but really, if not now, very soon, almost in the near present, we put it that way. You may be experiencing an acceleration in release if you have made a commitment to go through the new advancements for yourself and for humanity. So for those of us who said, yeah, let's do it, right? Let's change, let's grow, let's evolve, let's lift our frequency. We may be experiencing an acceleration of healing and release within us. Now, I work during the day, and so I really do not have the time to sit and go through all the experiences and the releasing and the healing that I need to. And as I've said in the past, my guys work with my schedule. So I've been having significant and intense dreams for the last couple weeks, designed to help me recognize patterns and release them. I don't always have to know exactly what it is, just touch it and release it. It's not meant for me to dwell on it. That means that my meditations can be something where I sit and I experience peace and connection, not working on self, if you know what I mean. Letting go has to come first in order for us to go through these doors, because these doorways are opportunities to new experiences, new pathways in life, and a higher frequency. If you're not ready to step through any of these doors just yet, that's okay. You may have been experiencing acute life experiences, acute opportunities to assist in your healing so that you can go through these doors. So don't feel like you're being left behind or you're missing out. You are exactly where you need to be. And so if you are having acute experiences designed to heal you, embrace them, work with them, right? And know that there are some wonderful things on the other side of that. The doors will open for you too. And they will open in a way that is best for you. I love knowing that. That makes me feel good about myself and about everybody around me who may or may not be exactly where I am. And for those who are already stepping through those doors to new opportunities, it gives me hope that my doors will be opening very soon too. And I know they will be. We are in evolution, they said. I thought that was great news. Many doors, many new experiences are waiting for us, not just one. As we change and grow, all the things that we create change and grow as well. So we may not be able to see who's on the other side of those doors or what those experiences are going to look like. I know for myself that I don't know exactly what I'll be doing or how my work will evolve or what it will look like. It might not look very much different. It just may be that I'm different and the way that I approach it is different. And this may be true for you as well. We don't know, all of us, exactly what we'll be doing, but I understand that this is to be a path of discovery, not a path of knowing every single thing that's going to happen so that we're following a pattern or an outline or a predetermined plan. This is truly a path of co-creation with ourselves and our higher self. And that's going to be absolutely wonderful. Not knowing exactly what's going to happen may create some unease for us. For some, it may create anxiety if you have the fear of the unknown, or if you like to be in control of everything and want to know exactly what's going to happen. For those of us who embrace the unknowing and take that leap of faith, it's going to be a time of excitement, a time of discovery, and it's going to be an unfolding that we will experience as we go down that path. So I thought that was great. So if you said, let's go, there's a lot for you to look forward to. A lot of new opportunities, a lot of new ways to do things, and a new you to experience them. If you said, not yet, then you will be given lots of opportunities, if you haven't already, to identify and release those patterns, those emotions, and those beliefs about self that are no longer going to benefit you as you step through those new doors. So what does that look like? Well, in a real life example, I was talking to a friend of mine last week who is an absolutely phenomenal spiritual artist. And this person has been painting in a certain way for many years. And as we were talking, my friend said, I've been guided to stop doing that, which I have done for many, many years and absolutely loved, and start doing new things. And my friend said, I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. I know that I'll still be painting, but I don't know if I'll be painting with the same media, or I'll be painting the same things, or that they'll be the same size. And I'm really excited to see what that's going to be. But right now, I have no idea what that will look like. And I had to laugh. And I said to my friend, well, isn't that interesting? Because that's exactly the information that I received for the video this week, and for myself as well. So it's really good for me to know that I'm not the only one going through this. Lots of people are. And that makes me very excited for everyone I know and don't know, and for myself. So that's absolutely fantastic, right? When we know that it's not just us, and it's going to be phenomenal. The Galactics had a long message this week. And I thought that was pretty interesting. First of all, they talked about us changing our worldview. And a worldview is based on our experiences in the past, in this life, and also experiences that we've had in previous times, previous lives. The worldview is the lens through which we experience and see everything in the world around us and ourselves. And they really emphasize changing our worldview about self, the conclusions that we make about ourselves, the things that we believe about ourselves to be true. And they said a lot of them are things that we just take for granted, right? We just know what color our hair is. We don't question it. We don't ask, why is it that color? We know who we are, we know what we do, we know how we react, we know where we're going, and sometimes we don't even stop to think about why we know these things or where they came from. And so part of the releasing or shifting of our worldview is going to come from shifting how we value ourselves, what we know about ourselves, what we tell ourselves that we are, and who we can be, and what's possible for us. And they said that this is what needs to be examined, and this is what will be releasing and changing as we go through these doors and as we prepare to go through these doors. So if you have believed for a very, very long time that this is what you do, and this is how you do it, and this is your role, and this is what it's worth, you might want to step back and ask yourself, why? Why do I believe that? Do I still believe that about myself? And is it time to change that? And if it is, then some kind of healing or release, shift in belief about self needs to happen, not about the outer world. They encouraged me constantly to be in contact with my soul and with my higher self, because that's where the answers can be found. Not to linger on the past, not to dive deep into the past and re-experience it, but to use it as a tool to identify patterns and beliefs, my worldview about self that I might want to change, or to recognize that it is changing and has changed, and to celebrate that, knowing that I'm ready to step through those doors. And it's going to be exciting, not anxiety creating. And for me, that's fantastic. That gets me excited and makes me want to move forward even more. So here's the message that they had for today, and I'm going to quote my galactic brother, Aharon, who stepped in and said, as you go through the doors, your future path, starting in this now time period, a shedding will take place of lower frequencies. Higher frequencies will lift your spirit and you will feel lighter, not just spiritually or emotionally. You will feel lighter physically. And I can't wait to feel lighter physically and shed some of my weight. They said, people, circumstances, and movement in new directions will be drawn to you. And not just me, they're talking about you all as well. Say yes to new connections and experiences. Affirm your desire to step through the door, to all of the doors. If you slip back into old definitions of self, shift your perspective to the new you. Redefine yourself. Sometimes we need to be reminded that we are different. We are not that person that was in the past. We are not the same person having experiences today that had them in the past. And the past can be last month, or 20 years ago, or 20 lifetimes ago. Embrace circumstances this new vibrational pattern creates. Recognize that you are creating new experiences from your uplifted frequency. More contact with your galactic family will occur, especially on the inner levels, not, and I'm quoting them, not the false holographic techno bells and whistles created to shock and awe. Trust your inner eyes. Ask, are you of the light? If they say yes, you're good to go. If they say no, or they don't answer, command them to leave immediately. You are in control, and they must. Meditate in your bubble of white light. Be open to explore with discernment and connect with your soul family, your galactic family. And they said, we will see you soon. So remember to not go skipping and running through the door without using your own discernment, without putting yourself in that bubble of light, and without asking the questions that need to be asked so that you know who you're dealing with. When someone comes to your door and says, hi, I'm here to give you advice, I'm here to give you expertise, you're going to question them before you take them at their word. And this is no different. However, the feeling that I got while Aharon and the Galactics were talking to me about this was that they're going to be really close. I mean, you're going to sit down and meditate, or you're going to be washing dishes and relaxing, and they're going to pop into your inner eye, your inner sight, your inner knowing. I would recommend going into your heart regularly and inviting that communication and that connection in. They really want to make contact with us now. And for those of us that are comfortable with that and open to that, go ahead, because now is the time. I would also recommend that you do not abandon your connection with your higher self. Your higher self should always be standing with you, regardless of who you're talking to, whether they're in the physical form or not in the physical form. They said trust your inner sight, not what you're seeing out on the TV, on the news, and on the social media. Go within. And that's always good advice. So I hope that this really helped you, and I hope that you're ready to step through those doors, because there's some fantastic things ahead for all of us. And if you're not, that's okay. I hope that you will seek out those that will help you release those old patterns so that you can move forward as well. Until next week, I wish you many blessings.